drifted gently from the sky, covering the quaint village of Pinewood in a thick blanket of white. Children's laughter echoed through the streets as they built snowmen and decorated their homes with colorful lights. Every window glowed with the warm, golden light of candles, and the scent of freshly baked gingerbread filled the air. Christmas Eve had finally arrived. In the heart of the village stood a massive Christmas tree, adorned with twinkling lights, glittering ornaments, and a shining golden star on top. It was the pride of Pinewood, and everyone gathered around it every year to celebrate the magical season. The excitement begins. 8-year-old Lily and her younger brother, Jack, stood at the base of the Christmas tree, admiring its beauty. "Do you think Santa will come tonight?" Jack asked, his wide blue eyes sparkling with excitement. "Of course, he will," Lily replied confidently. "But we need to be asleep, or he won't leave us any presents." Jack nodded, but he wasn't sure he could sleep. There was too much excitement in the air. Nearby, their snowman, Frosty, stood tall and proud, wearing a red scarf and an old black hat. Jack had placed a carrot for Frosty's nose and used shiny buttons for his eyes. A strange glow. As the village prepared for the night, Lily noticed something unusual. The Christmas tree seemed to glow brighter than ever before. Its lights sparkled in colors she had never seen, shades of gold, silver, and deep emerald green. "Jack, look at the tree," Lily whispered. Jack turned and gasped. The lights seemed alive, dancing and shimmering as if the tree had a magic of its own. Suddenly, the star on top began to pulse gently, sending beams of light into the snowy sky. "What's happening?" Jack asked, clutching Lily's hand. Before Lily could answer, a soft whoosh filled the air, and a figure appeared beside them, a man with a long white beard, dressed in a red suit trimmed with white fur. He carried a large sack slung over his shoulder. "Ho, ho, ho," the man boomed. "Merry Christmas, Lily and Jack. Meeting Santa Claus." "Santa!" Jack exclaimed, his voice filled with wonder. Santa knelt down and smiled. "Indeed, it's me. I noticed the magical glow of your Christmas tree. It seems this tree has chosen to grant the village a very special Christmas gift. But I'll need your help to unlock its magic." "Our help?" Lily asked, her voice a mix of curiosity and excitement. "Yes," Santa said with a twinkle in his eye. "But first, let's bring someone else to life." Santa waved his hand toward Frosty. A gust of wind swirled around the snowman, and suddenly, Frosty blinked his button eyes, wiggled his carrot nose, and stretched his snowy arms. "Happy birthday," Frosty said, tipping his hat. Jack and Lily laughed in delight. Frosty joined the group, his snowy body shimmering under the magical tree lights. The adventure begins. The tree's magic can only be unlocked by spreading joy and kindness, Santa explained. Tonight, we'll visit families in need and share the Christmas spirit. Are you ready for an adventure? Lily and Jack nodded eagerly. "Yes, Santa." Santa led them to his sleigh, where his reindeer stood waiting, their bells jingling merrily. With a wave of his hand, Santa lifted them into the sleigh. Frosty climbed into, his scarf fluttering in the wind. "Hold on tight," Santa called as the sleigh lifted off the ground. Visiting the village. Their first stop was a small magic to create sparkling snowflakes that danced in the air. As they flew over Pinewood, Jack asked, "Santa, how does the tree's magic work?" Santa smiled. "The tree's magic comes from acts of kindness and love. The more joy we spread, the brighter it will shine." A magical encounter. As the night went on, they arrived at the home of a little boy named Ben. Ben had been sick for many weeks and had wished for a special gift, a book of adventure stories. Santa placed the book in Ben's hands. The boy's eyes lit up, and for the first time in weeks, he smiled. "Thank you," Ben whispered. The Christmas tree in Pinewood glowed even brighter, its light spreading across the village like a warm hug. Returning home. By the time they finished their journey, it was nearly dawn. Santa returned Lily, Jack, and Frosty to the tree in the village square. "Thank you for helping me tonight," Santa said. "Because of your kindness, the tree's magic will remain in Pinewood forever." "Will we see you again, Santa?" Jack asked. Santa chuckled. "Of course. But remember, the magic of Christmas lives in your hearts. Keep it alive by spreading joy every day." With that, Santa climbed into his sleigh, and with a hearty ho, 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 he disappeared into the sky. A Christmas to remember. The next morning, the village woke to find the Christmas tree shining brighter than ever. At its base lay gifts for every child and family. Lily and Jack found a special note from Santa, thanking them for their help. As they opened their presents, Lily and Jack knew they had experienced the most magical Christmas of all. A Christmas filled with joy, love, and the true spirit of giving. And so, the story of Pinewood's magical Christmas tree was passed down for generations, reminding everyone that the magic of Christmas isn't just in the lights or the gifts, but in the love and kindness we share with one another.